Today we're gonna talk about the Canon RF 50mm F1.2L lens, and I've been using it for years now. It's been on my R5 Mark II, the R3, the R6, the R6 Mark II, and it's been through it all, basically. I've taken it across continents to pretty much every place I've gone to. It's an absolute amazing piece of glass, and I'm gonna share everything you know about it and why I think Canon actually got it extremely right. I mean, sometimes when a lens gets everything right, you just end up using it for a lot of different stuff. This is a 50mm lens, so as you know, 50mm is my favorite focal length across all platforms and every other camera brand. But as you know, my working equipment is the Canon stuff. So I'm using it for photos and videos on R bodies and also C-line bodies. But the 50mm is still, as you know, my favorite. Now this lens, it has replaced my EF50 f1.2, but it didn't take all of the drama away. This lens is still very unique in its optical performance, but it is much more professional now because of its better autofocus, pretty much silent, and it's very fast and accurate. It's sharper in the point of focus, and it still is creamy and smooth in out of focus areas. So it still has all of the rock and roll that you want from a lens. It's not clinical, and it's not super dreamy in a way that you can't use it for actual professional job. So I can use it wide open at f1.2, and it produces some sharp images, some of the sharpest images I have, but they are not clinical at all. So that's pretty much what you need to know about this lens. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty and my pros and cons about it, basically. What I really like and what I don't necessarily like. Well, I got this lens as soon as I switched to my Canon R3. I switched from a DSLR, the Canon 1DX Mark II, Mark III. I switched to the Canon R3, and I have all kinds of different EF lenses, and I've used them with the adapter, and it worked flawlessly, completely fine. I had no problems using them, and one of my favorite lenses of all time is the Canon EF 50mm f1.2. As you know, if you've seen the video, it's one of my actual all-time favorite lenses, but I wanted to try an RF lens on an R body, so I picked this one up, and I can tell you that it's basically 80 to 90% of the time on my cameras, for photos and for videos as well. It produces some incredible results. The first thing I noticed coming from the EF50 f1.2 is autofocus speed and performance, because every shot I took was in tack sharp focus and it was very detailed. I can't tell you the same thing about the EF50 because it wasn't very detailed. It was dreamy, it was beautiful, and I still like it. It's still one of my all-time favorite lenses. But this lens absolutely outperforms it. It's sharp in the point of focus, it's very detailed, but it doesn't look clinical at all. It doesn't look like a Zeiss Otis, or it doesn't even look like the 50mm G Master from Sony. Those lenses are, for me, a little too clinical. They have a certain look to them, sure, but they are very clean, they don't have a lot of vignette, they don't have a ton of character to them. But this lens does. It has the vignette, it has the swirly edges at the bokeh, and the out of focus elements are very soft and they don't have a lot of clarity to them. This is what I love about this lens. It took everything I liked about the EF50mm f1.2, all of the dreaminess and character from the out of focus elements, but it made it so much better and so much more usable for actual work, because it is sharper, it is better focusing, and it's built better. Yes, it's heavier, yes, and yes, it is very expensive in comparison to the EF50. This lens is upwards of $2,000, so it is an expensive lens. You might ask yourself, what do I mean by character and the look of this lens? I mean, it doesn't render clinical, as I said before, but it renders in a organic way. The photos just look right. I think Canon has got this lens extremely right when they made it, because they actually made an imperfect lens, but it feels so perfect when I use it, and it does everything I want it to do. So, I mean, I couldn't ask for a better 50mm, and I've tried the 1.4 RF, which some would say it is better for some aspects. It is much smaller, much less expensive, better autofocus again, it lacks a bit of the look. It doesn't have the same organic feel to it. It is more clinical in a way. It is better for some people, but it is not better for me. That's why I still use this lens for everything, basically. And of course, a great lens isn't all about the specs. It is how it makes you feel. What the images actually look like at the end. This is the most important thing, but how an actual lens makes you feel when you shoot it. Yes, it is big, and also, as I said, expensive, and it's also heavy, and everything. But when I use it, I know that when I come on back to editing, there's gonna be a lot of images that I truly like and stuff that I can actually use. We'll have to wrap this video up, but I wanted to say that this lens still, I think, defines the Canon RF system for me. It proves that Canon still care about the soul of their lenses and they aren't all clinical. This lens proves that Canon can make character-based lenses still with everything that a professional might need, like best autofocus performance and silent autofocus performance and the reliability of a professional lens, but still with some character. The swirly bokeh, the vignetting, the sharp, detailed in-focus elements at the point of focus, of course, but the smooth out-of-focus elements and less clarity and less contrast at those areas. This lens proves that for me. And I think if you are getting into the RF system and want to start with one lens, I think this lens might be it. This is one of the best lenses I've ever owned. It is a beautiful lens. It produces some amazing images and you've seen them throughout this video. This lens can produce and will produce some of your best work. Trust me on that. I like this lens so much that I can actually say it is worth every penny and it is worth the weight and the size of it. Even now in 2025, when there is a cheaper option, there is the RF50 F1.2L VCM lens. I've reviewed it, it's fine. It's a great lens, it's a compact lens, but it doesn't have the same character as this one. It is not the same. It is not the same optical quality, and this lens for me is a master in the 50mm range. It's an absolute beautiful piece of glass and I like it to bits. I will definitely never sell this lens as long as I have a Canon body, I believe. And that's actually true even to the EF50. It's a lens that I will never sell because I like it so much. No, I don't use it every day and I don't use it even every week. But when I pick it up, the images are still special to me. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!